I'm worthless. You should leave me here with the rest of the garbage.
We all fail. We all make mistakes. It's what makes us human.
I'm sorry.
So, I wanted to make a part 2 to my video discussing the Sinder drama, because I felt like it's been a little bit of time. Sinder has not returned yet, and I hope she does. But the thing that's really been on my mind recently is, why did Nano go so public? Now, let me just kind of quickly get everybody up to speed, just in case you don't know what's going on, which, understandable. It feels like 3 eternities have gone by. Basically, the VTuber slash YouTuber Sinder was working with a model maker who makes all their 2D VTuber art models called Nano. They've been working together since the very beginning of Sinder's career, basically, on YouTube. Not discussing the ASMR stuff that Sinder did as well. While she was under a different name. Anyways, I know a lot of this is kind of confusing, but just to kind of streamline all of this, basically, Sinder's artist has come out in the past couple of weeks. Well, it's on the 28th of April, and basically publicly said that I'm no longer working with Sinder. She's an asshole. She's a this, that, and the other. You know, and had a bunch of screenshots that had nothing to do with Sinder. And then one where they were just having a light conversation, and Sinder said, "It's just business, you know, and if you don't want to work with me and you want to work with other people, that's great." You know, that's if you actually read the whole damn thing, that's what she says. You know, Sinder is not cruel to Nano in that text bubble, and I hate to say this, there is a little bit of truth to that in the business side of things, because I hate to say it, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, VTubers, entertainers, they tend not to do this kind of stuff for free. I digress. My point of this video is just something about that. Just why did Nano go so public? Wouldn't it make more sense to go in private and tell Sinder, hey, you know what? I don't want to work with you anymore, and just, you know, move on and just keep it private? You know, why make it so public? This is my personal theory, and you can disagree with me if you want. But ultimately, I think Shay Lily was involved. And I don't have a whole lot of concrete evidence, but I do have these two bits of footage that I've edited together to kind of show that Shay Lily is just cruel. You know, what she said on Instagram, or not Instagram, what she said on Twitter was cruel. You know, Cinder basically apologized and said that, you know, her boyfriend was responsible for a lot of this BS happening in the first place. And Shy Lily just dropped a nuke and was verbally destructive in ways that I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So, let's get to the video clips, and then I'll kind of go from there.
It's just business. You burn your Sinder merch. You do what you wanna do. If that's how you cope with this, that's also okay. You don't have to atone for someone's sins and feel bad about the good times you've had. In this last week, I already thought this might be it. Me getting into drama, I thought this is the end of my career. People are gonna forever haunt me with the, oh, she just plays nice, and then she is so vile. But I'm so happy. Thank you. I was really scared that I may have ruined everything by getting involved. I mean, I was involved to begin with, but you know. Thank you.
Telling other people to destroy something is wrong. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be suggesting you should destroy somebody else's merch. that's wrong. And this was that is not an appropriate way to go about your emotions. I know it might feel good, but that is a dumb thing to do. If you don't want your Cinder merch, sell it on eBay. I have seen those plushies go for $250 on eBay, and they've sold out within seconds. You know, I was very fortunate I was able to grab one for a halfway decent price, but they're just popping off on eBay left and right. You know, or donate it. You know, if you don't want any more, just donate it. I don't have any issue with either one of those things. I think throwing it away or burning it is a waste of money, and I can't. That's a awful thing for Shy Lily to say. That's point number one. Point number two is, what the hell does she mean by she was involved? So the audio you guys have been listening to up to this point was recorded about a month ago, and I finally have answers to both my questions, and I was right. Shy Lily was involved. My gut was telling me that something was off about this, and I'm not wrong. And to answer my other question, what happened was Nano went to Shy Lily with these screenshots because, I don't know, she stopped liking Cinder all of a sudden, or thought she could, I don't know, some reason. Frustration, probably. Anyways, but whatever the reason was, Nano went to Shy Lily to share these screenshots with. Now, these screenshots were private screenshots that weren't meant to be shown to the public. And she showed them to Shy Lily. Now, what Shy Lily should have done is told Nano to go away, but Shy Lily's not like that. It's in her blood. I'm definitely not just saying that because she's German, lol. So Shy Lily was like, oh yeah, let's work with Bao, and let's, make a Google Doc and destroy Cinder's career. And that's what they did. Please do not attack Nano, Bao, or Shy Lily. It's not going to bring Cinder back any faster. But I have no issue with criticizing them at all. And I think all three of them have done something really bad. Yes, Bao was involved. Now, I do respect the fact that Bao was pressured and did not reveal Cinder and Red's relationship. That was somebody else. I do respect that. However, I find Bao is just as guilty as the three of them because they work together. And Bao could have said no. And maybe potentially saved her friend's career. But she didn't. To Shy Lily and Nano, you guys are both very unprofessional. And I don't know why anybody would want to work with either one of you. Especially you, Shy Lily. You had way more subscribers, you had way more views, you had way more money, you had way more influence. But just because Cinder was also partnered with Gamer Subs and a partner with Gamer Subs and was probably just as successful in some ways, and with you, Shy Lily, I'm so glad I never bought any Shy Lily merch. I'm so glad I was never subscribed to Shy Lily. She is awful. I can't believe she would do this to somebody. I would never hurt my friends like this. I would never betray any of my friends. I don't care how much money you would give me, I would never hurt them. And as more time goes on, and more of this starts to come out, and people really start looking into the situation with way more depth. I mean, Shy Lily admitted herself that she was involved with all of this. It just really bothers me. For me, it really proves that, okay, maybe Cinder messed up here and there and made a couple of mistakes, but the three of them attacking her, potentially destroying her career, was worth it? Was worth not handling all of this in private? Was worth destroying friendships? Was worth ruining the entirety of YouTube, potentially, and Twitch and VTubing in general? Because now what's stopping someone from doing the same to somebody else? To just make a Google Doc? This is not the right way to go. This is so unprofessional. Now nobody's going to take us YouTubers or VTubers or Twitch streamers seriously ever. This is why we have the reputation we have, that we're kind of weirdos. Which is true, but, you know, I'm just so disappointed in all three of them. I really hope Bao, of all people, regrets this and will one day feel like she got suckered into this and destroyed her friend over nothing, basically. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why you would hurt your friends. I just don't get it. And Cinder, I feel so sorry for her. I really do. The more in depth I look into everything, it really just proves that, yeah, her manager wasn't very good, but definitely not worth destroying a career. What the internet and what they have done to her was not justified at all. And if you don't believe me, I have links to two YouTubers that have also called out this BS with Shiley and everybody. Tux and GVP Gameplay. Both I highly recommend watching their videos on this subject. They go way more into depth with the detail than I ever do. So please watch their videos and come to your own conclusions. Don't let me be the only person convincing you. Let other people do the same. Anyways. And it just hurts because these people have lied right to our faces. They've lied about almost everything. And I don't know what to say, but I stand by Cinder, and I'm not going anywhere. Cinder was done very wrong, and I'm going to make it known. I know other YouTubers have spoke out about it, and I highly recommend watching their videos. They're going to have way more information than mine. But this is more of just kind of how I personally feel, and I am devastated by this. The fact that Nano blocked Cinder on Discord, the fact that both Shiley and Bao have banned the word Cinder from their Twitch streams. These are some of the most unprofessional individuals, and I would never work with any of them, and I will never, if I even get the chance to meet them in person, I never will. I'm not going to take the opportunity. But I would take every opportunity if I got a chance to meet Cinder in person. She helped me through a lot. She did. It was nice watching her videos because Hollywood, for some odd reason, deems people like me unworthy of good content to watch. And watching Star Wars and Halo just die, basically, and Angry Birds too. It was just nice to have somebody who was making content that I could enjoy and watch. It just meant a lot because last year really sucked in many ways that it would take me forever to get into every little detail, but it was just nice being able to watch somebody and be entertained. And now she's gone. And we don't know if she'll ever return. And it hurts. And it hurts even more to think that these people considered her a friend. And they turned around and did this. They were the real backstabbers, not Cinder. All of this over what? A model? Money? And to the other people that also went after Cinder, I'm not going to get into everybody, but I do want to quickly go over my feelings towards Spite and my feelings towards Silvervale. Spite, you have zero case. Cinder did not copy you, you lying asshole. To Silvervale, I don't really know what to say other than I'm sorry that Cinder said these things behind your back. But at the same time, I think Cinder was just hurt because she really looked up to you and really wanted to collab with you. And I know how it feels when you really want to work with somebody and they tell you no. And that's what it really sounds like happened. Sorry. But just to quickly wrap it up, it's a real shame to see friendships that seemed so genuine absolutely destroyed by greed and money. And I'm not referring to Cinder. Yeah, okay, what Cinder did was wrong, okay, but does it justify having multiple VTuber communities and half of the internet going after somebody. It's a miracle that on Discord they said she was alive. I thought for sure, now this is game over, man. I don't know what I would do in a situation like this. It just hurts. And I really wanted to say something. And before this video ends, like I said earlier, please, please, please do not attack any of these people. Criticize their points, but please do not attack any of them. It's not going to get Sinder back any faster. I know we're all frustrated. I know we're all upset. I don't like Shy Lily, Bao, or Nano either, but I'm only making this video to get my thoughts out of the way and to move on and to criticize where criticism needs to be given and move on. That's my goal. And it just really hurts to see somebody that I cared about. So, just to finish this video off, yes, it is true, on Discord, they did make mention, on her Discord server, they did make mention that she's doing okay physically. They also had made mention of the fact that, they don't know when she's going to come back, or if she is planning on returning, and they wanted to make that very clear, and I very much respect that. But hopefully this does mean that she is planning on returning, because I'm very much looking forward to her coming back. I am. You know, a lot of this information that's come out and been brought forward to my eyes, and, you know, all of it's public. You can go on YouTube and type it in, bam. And, you know, it's just, you know, these people are the reason I fight so hard, and I really hope Sinder returns. She definitely deserves a second chance, and there are a lot of people out there who say the same. There's a lot of Pyro Pups that agree with me. Yeah, we're smaller in number, but there are still many people that agree with us, and I really want her back. And even if it's just her playing video games all by herself with just the Pyro Pups, I'm okay with that. And to slowly heal and to slowly rebuild, I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope that Gamer Subs keeps her flavor. I hope Ooh Marketplace keeps her merch. And, you know, in time, I really hope that Bao feels awful for these actions and regrets it and apologizes. I don't know exactly what's going to happen to Nano, but I'm sure between her and the other VTubers she works with, I think she'll do whatever she'll be up to. Not that I'll really care. Which really sucks, because she is an extremely talented artist, but an absolute unprofessional individual. And to Shay Lily, I don't know what else to say, other than it's ironic that the German would be going after the American. That's all I'm going to say, just to end this. So, to my fellow Pyro Pups, don't give up on Sinder. Please don't give up on Sinder. I know it hurts that she's not here with us at the moment, but let's give it some time and see if she returns. And I think she will. I really do. But time will tell. Anyways, guys, this is Ryan SR2264 Silent My Amigos. Peace. And have a great day. Good luck, Sinder. We miss you.